Hey everybody, so I haven't made a video in quite a while because I've been doing other stuff. But this was an interesting one that I thought I'd show. And also I just had 1,000 views on one of my videos, I think my first one. So that's the only video that's good, apparently. Scroll on down to the first video, it's literally the only one that people watch. Though clearly, if you're seeing this one, then, you know, I've got you for like 15 seconds. Anyways. I ran into a kind of annoying thing the other day where basically I have an AMD graphics card in my computer here. Let me show you. Device manager, it's old, but it works okay for what I need. It actually plays these games fairly well at 1080p and some other ones. It's an old R9 280X. Which is actually a rebrand of, I think, an AMD HD 7970 gigahertz edition or some BS like that. So old. It's like 8 years old, but it still plays those games, so I use it. The thing is, this monitor that I have it on is a crappy Archelic TV that's only 1366 by 768. I want to run it at 1080p. So what I do is go into the Radeon settings, I'll show you real quick so you can understand why it's so frustrating. I'll go into the settings and I will change, I'll add a custom resolution of 1080p, and then I have to do scaling, overscan, I think they call it overscan or underscan, I forget which switch, to make it fit and be 1080p. And it's okay. It's a little blurry in some spots, but it's like a 37-inch TV maybe, so it's okay. I can do text and stuff on it. It's certainly not super crisp, but whatever. The issue is, if I were to update this, which there are updates available. Yeah, you can see right here, 20.4.2 is available. They may have fixed this, but in the last one that I updated to, it was difficult to change the display to something non-native, and you can see that's a recommendation, is to put it back to the native display. It was difficult to do because you know, I don't remember exactly why, but at any rate, I wanted to leave the Radeon settings as they are, the AMD settings as they are. The problem with that is, because it is older, Windows will update the display driver. Now, what will happen is it will update the driver for the hardware, and that driver corresponds to a newer AMD settings thing, program, and the two don't work together. So if I update the whole thing through here, I'll get the new driver and the new settings. But again, then I have trouble running 1080p. But at least it works together. When Windows does it, they update the driver, but they don't update this application. And then if I try to open the application, it gives me an error saying you have this mismatch and you need to download new software from AMD with a new driver and totally update, and then I'm back at the problem. So I wanted to stick with this older 19-something version. But again, every time I went to use Windows Update, it would try to run this AMD one. And so I had to find a way to get around it. And luckily, Windows has made a nice tool for that. So in other words, if you have a device driver that you don't want downloaded, if you like the one that you're using, or if there's simply a Windows update that you do... Janet! Hey! Oh, stupid cat. Or if you merely don't want to get one of the Windows updates that it's coming up with, there's a way to get around that. So if you open up Google and go to WU show hide download. Janet! Get the fuck out of here. WU show hide download. For Windows Update show hide. You'll find this. This is from back in the end of 2019. And then there's this thing here, says to use this to temporarily prevent a driver update from reinstalling, but also other updates. So at any rate, there are 2 different versions of it. I'm not sure why that is, but make sure you get the right one. You probably all will want this one, 1607 and later. If you're still running 1511, update the whole OS. There's no reason to be running a version of Windows 10 that's that old. But download it. Let's see. Sorry. Yeah. Where's the download thing? Start device managers. No, this is saying to roll back driver. Where is it? Sorry. Temporarily prevent a Windows update. Download. There it is. I think it was on that last page. But at any rate, download the show or hide updates Troubleshooter package now. I actually got it open here, so I'll close it. So, sorry about that. You can find this link here, how to temporarily prevent a Windows update from reinstalling in Windows 10. It might have been on that last page too, but I missed it. So you need the show or hide updates Troubleshooter package. So, let me get that out of the way. WU show hide. So I'm going to right click, and this one you can just do open, I believe. You don't need to open it as the administrator. It'll just work. Okay, and it pops up with this application. So troubleshoot and help prevent computer problems, show or hide updates. Select the updates that Windows will install automatically. There is an advanced that says apply repairs automatically, and that's checked. I'm going to not do that for now. Let's click next and see what it comes up with. So now it's checking for updates, and if you've previously hidden something, that should show up. And if you want to hide something, that will show up. So let's see, let's do hide updates. So the only update that I have available right now that I can hide is this security intelligence update for Microsoft Defender. I'm pretty sure that's just the antivirus definitions update. I'm not going to hide that, but I could. And again, this is where the AMD one showed up when I first ran it. This is how you can block an individual update from running. Now I'm going to go back just to show you. I may have to start it over again. Yeah, let's do that. So if you do hide an update, and you later on decide, I don't want it to be hidden, I want to update it, I want to update everything, you can come here to show hidden updates using the same tool. And there you go, you see, so this is the AMD display driver. Updates are hidden and will not be installed. Select the updates that you want Windows to install automatically. So I would select it and do next if I want to no longer hide this update. But anyways, if there's one specific update that either you know is causing problems with other computers because you read an article about it, something that you have had issues with in the past, something where, for instance, with drivers, like in my case, the features are different, and I'm sure that there's a way to do what I want to do, but frankly, I don't feel like dealing with it, and the drivers I have work fine, so I'm just blocking it. This is the tool that you would use. It's free, it's available from Microsoft, and it's super easy to use. So, yes, buddy, we all hear you. Sorry about the cat. Hopefully that helps some people. All right, see y'all later.